Here's Johnny. Thank you. Well, hello there. Hey, hi, social media family. Being of any subscribers and likewise any visitors or subscribers and visitors alike. However said, to that being on my own YouTube social media channel in our chat room and comment section. How are you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be feeling all right. Or not best of all, as we said, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become of stress. You and yours, your family and friends, and hopefully me and mine likewise as well, or all the same. So that's all. But then you all can still hear me, can't you? Yeah, regardless of any disruptions or interruptions. Well, not so much as speaking upon some such matters so far as concerning that being like say, or how you say, no, not that I'm reading a teleprompter, but you know, so far as some or such other, yes, not meaning in regard to any electronic device otherwise, or my own personal effects, belongings, or possessions, you know, but rather in due regard in reference to any disruptions or interruptions, being of which could possibly come from the likes of any other of the likes of proverbial neighbors from damn hell, and worse ones yet than the ones being of whom I have had to become subjected to experiencing, you know, as of the present given moment in time compared to the ones of the likes of the account in times past, you know. Oh, I thought I'm going to check out some of these here, you know, statements being made in my chat room or comment section, however said. Well, you know what I'm going to say. Or it could be called one or the other. Well, it's more officially to be called a comment section, I think. No, but then it could be officially called a chat room for that matter. Some call it comment section, some call it chat room. But then if I don't get to some of your all's chats soon enough, then I assure you, I try to answer some of anybody and everybody within the time frame period that I have allotted to broadcast. So just bear with me. And if I don't get to you during this particular present moment time, then hopefully I will get to you the next time. It doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you, no, quite the contrary, but I can only answer so many, you know, subscribers and visitors alike to that being on my own social media channel and chat room or conversation or whatever, or however said, or whatever to be called for the last mention. Let me see what we have here now. Okay. Thank you for that. User with the username of Lizzie Winkle. Are you a return visitor, or is this your first time visiting my own YouTube social media channel and our chat room conversation? Excuse me, I beg your pardon. I don't understand what you had meant with the other here. But you're saying that is your other chat or comment, remark, or whatever I said. Was you say, please remove all of your materialistic clothing momentarily, and if possible, bring your recording device outdoors. We have an important goal here. What are you talking about? As I have explained to one a minute. Let me check out this other chat of somebody else, of another user. You know. It will more than seem or appear that I have some more, you know, internet troll characters, and if they persist in attempting to be annoying, that's including you being of the other user that goes by a different username, a black healthy cat, to be compared on to still another that goes by the username of Lizzie Winkle. If you persist to be annoying, then I may have to silence your chat. And then if you continue to attempt to become or be like so, then from there, I may have to block you from that being of my own YouTube social media channel, chat room, comment section for the matter. And believe me when I say I don't want to block anybody, but if I have to as a last resort, if you persist after I could silence your chat, then because this is not that kind of party. If you come on my social media channel and into my chat room comment section, respect it. Otherwise, you will find out soon enough or after a while, though I would try to be lenient with you, that I'm not having it. I have a zero tolerance level for internet troll characters or, Looney Tunes or Space Cadets or whatever the likes are to be called, So tread lightly, because if I have given you the opportunity of rights and privileges to partake or for that matter, become a participant of my own YouTube social media channel, then you should respect it, okay? Because like I said before, stay for record, and so I say, stay for record again. I would hate, not just dislike, but I would hate to have to, block somebody from it, being of some or such. You're outside where? Who is this other user by the name of Grant McDonald? You're outside where? Please don't disrespect my social media channel, Hey there, hi, user with the username Helmet Boy. How are you doing as of the present given on time? You're not going to say something stupid, are you? Like some of these other users so far as I'm seeing, internet troll characters. I'm trying to give them the benefit of that, but with all things considered, I just had to ask, not that I meant any disrespect to your person. Okay, that's good to know. Well, I'm glad that somebody sees where I'm coming from. Yeah. Because I would hate to block anybody. User with the username of Helmet Boy. Is this your first time paying a visit to my own YouTube social media channel and or chat room comment section, or are you a returning visitor who have yet to subscribe if you have not done so already? I think you should no, not meaning you user with the username of Helmet Boy, but I'm making reference to this other user. No, I'm asking you that question yourself, but in making reference to some of such others, I have a bunch of internet trolls in here, and one of them with the username of Grant McDonald is saying the same thing as these other, internet trolls telling me to take off all my clothes and go outside and run around, you know. Anyway, though, let me continue. But it's bad enough I'm having an allergic reaction, and causing me compulsive disorder, like something in the air or the water. I don't know, and maybe something is of a nature to have these internet trolls to be acting so crazy, strange, and peculiar. I'll see about it. User with the username of average YouTube username, you know. But then maybe you may have to help me with that sometime in the future, because I'm like the total opposite of computer literate. So far as you know, I really have to make like Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubbles trying to chisel out, a message out of a stone, if you know what I mean. Read between the lines, feeling like I'm feeling okay, I guess. I'm using with the username of Disturbed Gods, I could feel better though. Well, hopefully I feel much better than what I have felt like last, you know. But anyway, though, getting on with what I wish to discuss for the present amount of time. Hold that thought. I'm trying to see what else is on another electronic medium. Not that I would mean for it to interrupt the proceedings. Now I am starting to sound like, Mr. Stutterer, President Elect. The baby killer, abortionist supporter. Mr. Diaper Droopy Draws. And I call him, that's his other alias or nickname I give him, Mr. Diaper Droopy Draws, the one who, not that I'm making fun of anybody that has a speech impediment, but I think you get the general idea of what I'm trying to say. I mean, he is a stutterer. I'm for getting along with all races of people's person, so I'm asking the question of one of these here users by name of Disturbed Gods. If it's no bother, could you explain to me why you decided to, call yourself that by username, whereas your username is Disturbed Gods? None of your business where I live. Use with the username of Magnum Records, No, not at the present given on time. I don't want to be a rapper on your record label, be it legit or not. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but all things considered, I can get more than enough of my share of stalkers. I don't need to acquire any more. Yes, I'm pretty bald. If you had noticed one of my last social media broadcasts, I have yet to get some hair gel. Yeah. Use with the username of Light Rap Warp. Why did you ask that question though? Is it that important? Does it matter? I'm going to try to ignore some of these chats, but then after a while, we'll have to silence some and such. If you're willing to hear some of such that I had done for today, if you could quit, with the chatter, if it's not legit, then maybe, you could get some, sane thought to incorporate in your human soul, Okay. I already explained to the other user using with the username of Zago that I am pretty much so bald, If you could recommend some efficient hair gel that I could put on my head to have it grow back, then, But anyway, though, without any further ado, but then I may eat a little something while I'm broadcasting, Some of the good stuff, you could say, it all depends on, the individual beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I got some of that good stuff. Not that I'm a jailbird looking to bust a nut and other jailbirds' butts of the same sex. Not that I have to meet up with a parole officer. Oh, thank you, user with the username a.k.a. Yes. Hold that thought. User with the username Fox with a camera. I'm gonna have to silence your chat, put you in a timeout, because you're being obnoxious. I don't like what you said. Okay. Oh, did he? Wait a minute, hold up. You're trying to be funny? User with the username of totally not RMG. What do you mean by that when you say your friend did himself in, to paraphrase? What are you saying? Huh? Anyway, y'all, if you want to hear what I had done or did for the day, if you could please be quiet. I'm making reference to you internet troll characters, not the other legit visitors to my social media channel who are not trying to be disrespectful of it. But anyway, though, I stepped outside of my place today and tried to take care of some business. As I'm getting to that of a mass transit of the public transportation system, whereas I noticed that somebody had shot at the window for the train station, where there was all kinds of cops, as in other words, police officers all over the place. I mean, you would think that as if they were being assembled like World War II was going on between the Allies and the Nazis. Everybody preparing for a black battle plan is what I mean. So now I am sound like Mr. Stutterer President-elect. Anyway, getting back to something. So, hold it thought. Let me see what this other user says here. Could you please shut up? That sounds kind of racist. Use with the username of IceWallowComeAJ. You keep it up, and I'm going to not only silence your chat, but I'm going to block you from that being on my YouTube social media channel. And very few persons, what I meant to say, I am sound like Stutterer President-elect baby killer abortion supporter. Very few persons, what I meant to say as a backtrack here to complete a line of thought, then of whom I blocked from my channel are permitted access to it once again, because most who I block, they are blocked permanently. So tread lightly. Yeah, I had that old time religion, used with the username of Alabama religion. Used with the username of blasphemy. That's been because they're idiots and sickos. That's why they're trolling. And until they were to calm down and sit back a spell and then try to, look at both sides of the coin and from there legitimately try to concentrate, focus their attentions to meditate upon what's in their better interest and what is not, then and only then can they get a clue. Otherwise, they will continue to assume that ignorance is bliss, being of which it is not. Yeah, I know about some black Jews. Some used with the username of APTO128. Yes, I watch anime sometimes, user with the username of Zamermut to answer your question as well. Okay. Who is this user with the username of George Floyd? Why are you saying do I like Jews? That is the second time that a user, because another user asked me that question much earlier before you asked me, do I like Jews? Cut it out, user with the username of KK Cancer. I'm going to have to silence your chat because you're disrespecting my social media channel at the moment. You need to cut that out, because I will block you if you persist. Let me see here what I want to do here. Put user in timeout, okay. Anyway, though, getting back to what I was trying to say. Oh, hold up. Use with the username of APTO or APT0128. Yes, I think Planned Parenthood should be abolished, But anyway, getting on to what I was trying to say. So I stepped out of my place of residence, I noticed that there was a bullet in the window for this one mass transit or public transportation system, for a train station, and there was police all around. But then they since boarded that window up when I got back, this here way. Stop it. I've already said that about them in times past, usually with the username of Disturbed Gods, You tell them, use with the username of blasphemy, But anyway, as I had exited my place of residence and went on elsewhere after noticing all that, I went to a library and hold that thought. I'm using with the username of Ronnie McNutt. Why did you burn your Bible today? Could you please explain? This? Could you please? Now I most definitely am sound like the stutter president-elect. They say that and speaking upon those matters, that his approval ratings have went way down. Way down. Joe blow the mind Trump, or Joe empty head I'm like, not, did I say Joe? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now I'm sounding like I'm experiencing a memory lapse, like you know, Ronald Wilson Reagan at one time or another before, investigative committee had sat down during the conference to find out whether or not to discharge him from his presidential duty, but they kept him on. But what I meant to say is, and no disrespect to Trump, but rather Biden, though Kim Jong-un, that squint-eyed Asian Adolf Hitler, had called former ex-president Donald Trump a dotard. But I meant to say Joe empty head Biden, rather. Sorry about that, President Donald Trump. For all races of people's persons. The word Führer in German just means leader. It does not necessarily have to be associated with and representing a despot of a third world country or nation attempting to conquer the world, if you know what I mean, reading fill in the blanks. But anyway, getting back to what I was trying to say. So I went to the library, kind of got on a soft porn site, I don't know why I did that. I felt bad behind that. Then furthermore, I was not contemplating suicide, God forbid, or homicide for that matter. But I was contemplating indulging in another addiction, being a gambling, I had informed you all first how at one time or another, most recently, I had to go about with some kind of innovative skills or techniques or methods or improvise, however say it, to keep myself from wasting money, gambling my money away. So, I get to say to myself, the next time I go into a place of business of a store where they have gambling machines, from putting your money in the machine to get the lottery tickets, to speak on that, to actually sitting down in front of a gambling machine and playing a gambling game to win money. I said, next time, I'm just going to picture it as a bottle of alcohol so that from there, I could have a much better control over that addiction by staying away from it, Excuse me, I beg your pardon. What makes you think that I had been locked up in a place like that before? Anyway, though, if I had become subject to experiencing any more internet trolls, stupid and sick questions, I may have to sign out much sooner. Well, that's your opinion. Use with the username of Joseph the Pinsky Gaming. You're being disrespectful to my social media channel. And I wish you would stop it, before I have to silence your chat or block you, I hate to do that, but I have to, I said soft porn. I'm watching some soft porn, I'm gonna drink a little beverage. Two of the best kind, different variety. Want some? Yeah, I'm a card carrying member to when it comes to that kind of social media outlet. I had checked out Got Porn before, and let me tell you what else. I'm not really a big fan of porn nowadays. I never was really. How much less now? I mean, the mere thought of gratifying oneself and speaking upon these matters now that come out of choking your chickens, fantasizing. It's like a person who masturbates when it comes to a male or whatever race, whatever walk of life. It's like that person is like a premature sexual predator in the making that has yet to become a full-blown sexual predator, because at that given moment time, one is fantasizing about what one would That's how I look at what one would do with somebody else if you can't, establish, normal sexual relations with one. So you gotta fantasize. That's what a lot of rapists and pedophiles do. They fantasize before it. They make a conquest of a target, focus their attention of prey, or before they, were to go on another, raping spree, Oh yeah, what are you talking about? Use with the username of Zoomer Mutt. Could you please explain? He said, "Why do I take pictures of videos of random?" Well, have you checked out my TikTok video or what? What are you saying? I mean, my TikTok channel. No, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as I like what I put on there, it's not like I'm violating anybody's civil and human rights, I guess this is a free for all, what you call social media session at the moment. I'm trying to answer as many of you all questions, but if you keep disrupting and interrupting what I was trying to say and telling you or in trying to inform you about how my day went, then how are you going to find out, But then I see that there's more than quite a few new users that have paid a visit to my own personal social media channel. I just wish that there would be less internet trolls of the life. Thank you, YouTube administrators, for that info. I will be sure to check it out sometime, Then because I'm getting pretty much so sick and tired of these different internet trolls attempting to disrupt or interrupt that being of the proceedings of my own YouTube social media channel, because that is not the reason or purpose for my person having established or set it up or established rapport with the YouTube administrative representative personnel just so internet trolls could use me as their punching bag, or consider me to be some kind of a floor mat for them to step upon, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I guess some people or person. Oh, sorry about that. That was some of this peanut butter. Ooh, how embarrassing! Come out of either Skippy or Jeff. This is the chunky kind. Got some creamy kind in the kitchen. But anyway, getting back to what I was trying to say. I mean, I guess some certain persons are so disappointed with their lives or their existence that they feel the need to attempt to trash somebody else. At any given chance they get a chance to, and unfortunately some go the extra mile and violate another's or other civil and human rights, and then find themselves sporting an orange jumpsuit as orange is the new black, and in jailhouse rock clothing or clothing apparel wardrobe ensemble, and to go along with a pair of handcuffs and to be, practically and possibly attached to leg shackles if the civil and human rights violation offenses are that much more, like say, or how you say, of a nature to be considered. The statute of limitations is run. So look, this is a ballot box issue. You can't indict a sitting president. I don't care if it's Biden or Trump. It's a good policy not to be able to indict a sitting president. Because all they would be doing is I thought that this person was being legit. Somebody with the username. I thought that maybe one was a legit but obviously, evidently, one is not. Who goes by the username of YouTube administrator? One minute they're telling me about how to combat internet trolls, and the next minute they're talking about remove all your clothing, come outside and remove all your clothing. and we will accept your report. Well, if you all don't want to hear what I have to say in regard to my day, then maybe I should just close out. You hear what I'm saying? Because this is ridiculous, you know. You hear what I'm saying? And I control the domain, being of my own, you know, some are such to be considered that I have established rapport with the YouTube administrative representative personnel, not any internet trolls. I mean, if you feel that disgusted with your life that you have to trash somebody else's social media channel, then I'm not going to say, why don't you just end it, you stupid sick fuck, you know, because that would make me out to have become or be the lesser two evils, being a prodigal son that much more, you know. I don't want to go there and be like saying how much you sound and seem like a brain dead, brainless, shithead piece of shit, ignorant, insane motherfucker that needs to get a fucking life, you know. No, because that would make me that much more seem like the lesser two evils, been a prodigal son, you know. Whereas the worst two evils in the called the devil worshippers who make up most churchgoers or whatever religious denomination, including those being of whom are the prosperity preacher men, televangelists among them, who outnumber their female or women rival counterparts. So anyway, though, sorry about that. I did sound off like quite the prodigal son. But don't say that some of these internet trolls, if not all of them, say, or regardless of how each and every one of them could have possibly probably did deserve that. But anyway, though, I see we're going nowhere with this here because you got certain characters that continue to want to persist in, you know, going about with means to, you know, yeah, I was about to close out. Thank you for saying that. Use with the username of blasphemy. But then, could you please explain why did you decide to call yourself with that of the username of blasphemy? Then there's another person that's saying something. Some use with the username. I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. This other user. Let's see. Anyway, though, I think I'm just going to close out. I'm sorry. This is not going well. The present social media broadcast, you know. But anyway, I'm just going to close out by saying, if you have not gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now. While the blood, I'll get back with you all later. Okay, so let me continue with the signing off part. You know. Or as I start from the very beginning by saying, if you paraphrase, not quote exact, and that is, if you have not gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your vein, by recognizing and realizing what He Himself had done and did upon the cross of Calvary, on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some of such Roman soldiers upon the orders of their superiors, religious, political, militaristic, and etc. But then, nevertheless, He went to that cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice. Hey there, use with the username of Summer Mutt. Yes, whereas He went to that cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice. You know, for you as well as for me, don't steal my trademark physical gesture. I'm gonna have to copyright it sometime. You know, whereas if any of us, you know, who are of our own species of humans, regardless of race, walk of life, fashion of satellite their preference, hopefully they're close to the normal one, or even so of the other one, or age or gender were to profess some such faith in them, from there we come to be blessed in one regard or another, more ways than one. First and foremost, with this salvation, being which is only mean by which any of us can or could possibly become or be citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And then second of all, with deliverance. But first, you have got to get his salvation, being not just a more important, but the most important blessing. Otherwise, you have nothing coming so far as blessing is concerned. And make that transition for the great beyond the hereafter, and you do not have that fire insurance against electrified damn hell, then that's where your final destination will be, to be living in eternity with the rest of the unsaved, lost down human souls, the unbelievers, non-believers, to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and his demons forever, compared to how we as believers in God be across that great divide that separates heaven from hell in the company of like-minded believers, as in Christians, a.k.a. Protestants, and in the presence of God and his angels otherwise, and even so be blessed while you're still here upon the planet Earth. Because God is not to be mocked. What you sow is what you shall reap. And if you have not accepted Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, then please do it now. It's no joke, for the love of God. I hate to see anybody, be on their way or seem like they're on their way to damn hell. For the love of God, do it now. No, this is no joke, though. I'm saying a tear will form in my eye and thinking about something, but at the moment, well, I yet to not so much a muster, but I'm getting it closed out. But I think you all understand the seriousness of what I'm trying to say. It's no joke. I don't want anybody to perish. It's no joke. He gave his life upon the cross of Calvary. The waterworks is coming, I think. And I hate to think that somebody could wind up down hell, liquefied down hell. Accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. Or you still have time. See the waterworks? At least one tear, a couple few. But tomorrow's not promised to anybody. Please do it now. Do it now, I say. Before it becomes too late for you to do so. Y'all take care. We out. Peace.